We're about 40 miles south of Candlestick Point as we welcome you inside Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Arizona Cardinals and the San Francisco 49ers. On the return, the All-Pro 2 years ago, Tyler Lockett. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Smith, his first carry. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him. But don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
Well, they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
And nobody leaked. Big play. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Mahomes now on first down. And that's a loss of 7 on the first down play.
Black 58 rail! Black 58 rail!
Mahomes to throw on second down. He's got Fuller. Room to run past midfield. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. The pitch goes to Smith. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give him the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On first down, Mahomes. This will be caught inside the 10. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. DJ Moore, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals have taken the early lead. Extra point try good by Gano. And it's now a 7-0 game. Gano out to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Come on, let's go. I'll go special. I'll go special. Bring out, bring out. Got it. Check three.
Now a carry for the former Michigan State man, Le'Veon Bell. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
Check.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Big jumbo.
On second down, it's Bell. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
Let's go. Alert. 19.
Now Wilson. Able to haul it in is Kittle. That one goes for 24 yards.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down on 3rd down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown? One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Spread left. Shotgun.
Now Wilson on second down. Steps away to his left. It goes as a loss of 6. And now 3rd down.
Let's get it. Zebra.
3rd and long. It's Wilson. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. They're pretty woeful there. Just 23 yards on the punt. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe
it's caught inside the 25. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
It's a good gain of 11, sets them up 1st and goal. Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you've said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
Smith trying to run for it. And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards, but also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
2nd and goal from inside the 5.
Left, 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 left.
And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. Things made a little more difficult after the false start as they try again on 2nd and goal.
Black 58, rail. Black 50.
After the penalty, it's Smith. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Ito Smith, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Cardinals will extend their lead. Gano for the extra point. Gano the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Gano out to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this. As it's through the end zone for a touchback. The 49ers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. There's Wilson to throw. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. Daniil Hunter in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
4 down, 4 down. Be alert, be alert.
On 2nd down, here's Wilson. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Yannick Ngakoue in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs are going to lead to a 3rd and long.
Tempo, tempo.
Second quarter now. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis with you. It's the 49ers in control of the football. They do, however, have a tough 3rd and long coming up. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. He rifles one that's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And he's going to get this on down to the 13-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Black 58, rail. Black 58, rail.
A first down carry for Smith. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Ito Smith with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Mika Fitzpatrick. And it's a huge return as he brings us all the way back down to the 15-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They'll toss it to Smith. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Ito Smith on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Cardinals will extend their lead. Gano now to add the extra point. Extra point try good by Gano. And the route is on here in this first half. Gano out to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The 49ers offense now, they work their way back onto the field. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. You've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. Normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time, first half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
Here's Bell, and not much, maybe a yard up to the 29.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
19.
On third down, Wilson. This is Bell on the dump-off. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Here's Drew Kaiser now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The Cardinal offense here ready to take over. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Didn't they tell us in our meetings that they needed to account for him on each and every play?
You think? A guy of his caliber? So how does a guy like him get that wide open?
That usually means there's a tire breakdown on what the coverage was. That everyone thought they were doing something and they were supposed to be doing something else. But bottom line is, no matter what, you have to know where he is and cover him on every play.
Now Mahomes throwing on second down. It's complete to Fuller. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
Mahomes will bring him up first and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And down he goes. The 49ers get there.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. On second down, here's Mahomes. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A good pickup there, a 22. So from inside Niner territory now, this is first and 10 at the 41. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they're going to measure revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball. Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction. Here now is second and 10, again from the 41. Mahomes again here on second and 10. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Jordan Hicks. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it first and 10. They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit. Now a play fake here on first down. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. Daniil Hunter in there to get him. And that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long.
14.
Wilson. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Here's Wilson. And this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. It'll be a gain of 8, but it also lead to a 4th down. So on is Jason Myers. He's hit from as long as 58 in his career. This to equal Matt Prater's record. It's a 64-yard attempt. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. Back to more NFL action on EA Sports after this. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good, and they will remain well behind. And that's the risk of the long field goal miss here at this stage of the second quarter. You give up great field position.
And that gives them one more opportunity to make something happen and something big. And we've seen crazy stuff happen at the end of halves.
Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Za'Darius Smith coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Trying to lay one up deep. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
The 49ers offense making its way back out there. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you've got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk is a big decision here.
Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
95.
Out of the gun. Here's Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Yannick Ngakoue in there to get him for his 2nd sack of the night.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Now it's Lockett. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And control of the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. And the Cardinals getting set to trot out there now. And this is a spot late in the clock near midfield, though. Maybe take a couple chances, see if you get in field goal range.
You do that if you have trust. And this should be a position now where the great ones, they relish this opportunity to try and put points on the board.
Ace! Ace! I got one! Single, slot. Hey, you're... Z! So! Check 99! So! Z!
Mahomes now on first down. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Mahomes will try again on 2nd down. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making them sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. And his kick is good. Oh, he just did tuck it. And now due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the 2nd half. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Cardinals out in front. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this 3rd quarter. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone. And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that. So that'll back them up 5. False start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. After the penalty, it's Bell. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating? The guys who just gave up that play.
The give is to Bell. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
On first down, Wilson. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
Martin, I think it's high time to get him some passes that he's comfortable with. Some easy throws, some completions. He's not even hitting at 50% thus far.
Well, certainly that has played a big role into why they are trailing right now. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Trips right. 14, find it.
Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Alert.
They'll run it now out of the gun. They find some open field here. And all the way down to the 29. A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards.
You got to feel a little bit for the defense there. They've done a terrific job all day long holding this guy in check. But that might have been the run to break things out for him, maybe turn things around. Now he's going to have some confidence, and maybe he'll get to his normal yardage.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Back to the ground, this time with Bell. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11. And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
A give to Bell. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
Well, as the play call comes in on 3rd down, you have to think about 4-down territory here. Down a few touchdowns, they need points, and they need big points.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 4.
Hey, we got 3 down. Watch twist. Zebra. Check 50. Be alert. Shift, watch the shift.
They'll pitch it out to Bell. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the 1st down as he's tackled at the 1. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now.
Cut! Move 15! Mike 5-4. Bang out! Bam! Check 24! Wide! 95! You go take! Green aim front!
They'll try and run it in with Bell. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Le'Veon Bell, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the 49ers make some inroads here on that deficit. Jason Myers now for the extra point. Myers connects on the PAT, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21. Here's Myers now to kick it away. Tyler Lockett now with a return. And what a return. Great field position all the way out to the 48-yard line.
Now, that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get into that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10.
Ready! Blue 45! Blue 45! Slow! Left! Here we go! Ace!
From the gun, it's Mahomes. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
Nice idea, nice concept there. Line him up on the left side of the formation, let him sneak his way across, coming back underneath, put it in his hands, let him get a few more yards after the catch, too.
Great way to utilize a tight end on the drag route. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Looking deep downfield. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. 2nd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Mahomes. Pass incomplete. Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, didn't look his way at all in the first half, and I'll bet you the offensive coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved because he could be a big-time playmaker for us.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. Buying time to his left. And he's got Lockett. And 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in a game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better. They'll run it now out of the gun. And it's a fumble. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Will Fuller, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead. Gano for the extra point. Gano the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Gano out to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out on the field now, here come the 49ers. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. Yannick Ngakoue in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
19.
They'll run it with Bell. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
The Niners on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
Zebra. Shotgun.
Wilson. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. Oh, now Kaiser, the punter, sending it away. Returnable for Lockett. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And the Cardinals, great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. Mahomes now on 1st down. Throw left side complete. That's Moore. Still going. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Mahomes now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Back now here in Santa Clara.
Here we go now. Blue 45. Blue 45. Left. Z. Slow. 36.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A little eager there coming in from his outside linebacker position.
You think the hard count got him there?
Yes.
Maybe that extra that extra emphasis on it got him to jump, and they picked up 5 yards.
They will come up on a 1st and 5 following the encroachment penalty. Now here's Mahomes. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
When you got your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
It's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play.
Black 58 rail.
On 2nd down, here's Smith. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Ito Smith taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Cards use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Gano now to add the extra point. Extra point try good by Gano. And the lead will swell by one more. Gano out to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? Well, a lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Check 50, check 50.
They'll start out on the ground with Bell. And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They'll go again with Bell. Bell a first down and then some. And finally taken down at the 34. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Check 50, check 50.
Now a first down carry by Bell. Bell so light on his feet, and he'll get down to about the 26-yard line. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
36 power.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd down.
Saturday. 12. Even. 4 down. Even. Fair. Like 4. Shotgun. Tempo. Right.
Now Wilson. And that is incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down.
Front left. Gun. Front left.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Z. Left. He's coming. Ace. Check.
On 1st down, Mahomes. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Moore. Fires left side. Touchdown, Cardinals. DJ Moore with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Cardinals add on. So another score there. Often you talk about the 3 phases of the game: defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover.
Take 4, take 4. Chef. Kill. 95.
Now they'll try the sweep with Bell. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
4 down. Check. 4 down. Be alert. Tighten up.
Again, it's Bell. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
He's had a big game tonight, and while no one's going to be overly concerned about that last play, you also know that the offense coordinator does not want to see that happen again. They want to get back to doing what they've been doing all game long.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. 3rd and long. It's Wilson. Over the middle, complete. It's Gordon. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. They needed 15. They got 15. And a good mark to boot. It's 1st down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Alert. Check. Front. Hey, over here. Front. Chris, the team.
This is Bell, and he'll get this only up to about the 35. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Now a 1st down and then some. The 30. Past the 20. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown. But they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it. And that touchdown, well, it barely puts a dent in this lead. And unfortunately, I'm having too many flashbacks right now. I remember getting beat down like this playing before.
Oh, yeah? College, high school?
College, not a heck of a lot of fun. I still remember playing and trying to tackle an elusive tailback who ended up scoring 4 touchdowns, 226 yards. He scored so many times and had so many great runs, I knew every note to their sports fight song.
Bet that ice bath felt extra cold afterwards, too.
Oh, no, there was no ice bath. You're just trying to get out of there before the reporters got to you.
The Cardinals offense now works their way back onto the field. We've got a lopsided game here. I don't know, Charles, what does the handbook say that we discuss when we've got a game like this in the 4th quarter?
Hold on a second. Let me thumb to the proper page on that. Know what it says?
What?
Let's discuss how we got here. This is a dominant performance, where they took control of this game, how they've managed to keep control of this game, And then we go ahead and think about how we're going to leave here and get to the airport. In a lopsided blowout, the roads are usually open.
Mahomes hit. He lost the football. But I think a Cardinal was able to gain possession, yes, so they will hold on to the ball. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Throwing now is Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. Throw left side complete. It's Moore. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. And they'll get 15, but that won't be nearly enough. It's 4th down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in his performance.
It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And the Niners set up well. They take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Gordon. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. That's complete. It's Gordon. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 12 yards there as they move the chains. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. A dump off for Davis. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. They come out here in the eye. Now they'll toss it to Bell running left. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And a stoppage here, a timeout before this 3rd down play takes place, as he'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. On 3rd down, here's Bell. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left. And a field goal obviously means nothing here. They're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th down.
Let's go, 14. 14.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Mahomes going to throw it here. Going for the deep ball. And that's caught inside the 30. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's